Hi Cookie Runners, this is Turbo Concept here, and we are back in NASCAR Adrenaline Legacy in Talladega 2018 or 2016. Looks like we just absolutely spent so much, never gonna be spending a little bit much time, and all of a sudden, and my connection aren't running so well. It's just absolutely taking for loads of time, and it's not gonna be very so good about this. A very good connection means no good, and it's a various lie. All you have to do is taking for various lots of minutes until I just gonna be losing for just a little bit out for lost connection. If I just gonna be turning on to this one, but today's event we're gonna be looking with some old Game Pass cars. And exactly, we have something other kinds of 2020 like these all Mexican cars. If the game does not absolutely try to load out, and it's absolutely pretty loading as well. But the bad news is, it's unable to load so fast, but in the meantime we are absolutely inside of this first morning. So it looks like we have all missed. We got the pace holder, which just does not absolutely work anymore because due to some kind of Game Pass. Now we have all Game Pass cars we have here. So we got the Ghost Car FM for this one. If I just spawn in, it will load for a very long time. Unfortunately, we got some bad news. We got ran low on connection. We got some MP for this for an FM Ford Mustang. This is a Chevy Camaro. Another one is absolutely going to be feeling a little bit weak. Ghost Camaro. Ghost Camari as well. Another one was absolutely for a kind of bus style, and we couldn't able to drive with some cars because due to Game Pass with their ghosted or something. Everything is gonna be ghost everywhere. We have the Toyota Camry Ghost Edition, so it looks like this is the Camry Ghost for just a little bit once. It does not absolutely pretty work. If I just gonna be respawn, it does not work, but looks like I'm unable to spawn so many Game Pass. Unfortunately, I can't able to spawn so many things like this before. If I just spawn here, it does not work. It does not work for a pretty long time. Unfortunately, I started to spam some cars, and because due to running low on connection. Because of my connection was absolutely pretty bad. And this is not very good. It's absolutely not very good at always, because I just spam some Game Pass cars like I guess. Now let's spawn the Impala Ghost. And we got the Ford Fusion Ghost as well. And this is the Impala Ghost over here. And this is the Ford Fusion. I spam for just the first time because due to my connection was extremely low. It was absolutely for extremely about accident. Red Dodge. Let's see if I just gonna be spawned at this moment. If that's won't absolutely gonna be necessary, that must be a white blue for this one. A Scion Dodge Charger as well. So I just absolutely gonna be using for just a little bit. We got the number 3 in Hard Ghost. I wonder, some cars must disappear for a literally great. And not such is gonna be a great idea, because if I just gonna be ride some cars due to something Game Pass vehicles everywhere. Looks like I just spawned a Dale in Hard, just like a 1990 vehicle. And another is Richard Petty Ghost Car. And which is absolutely, it's a little bit for a various ghost for something like else. And another is ISMA, and it's gonna be everything too much. But looks like if I just gonna be rejoin the server, it won't be gonna be necessary. But don't worry, I'm just gonna be reset that server and let's join again. If because of this some kind of just a little bit strategy, because my connection is absolutely pretty worse. Once I just rejoined that server and rebranded into a new one, we just absolutely we're gonna be using for some Game Pass. Looks like if it's gonna be alright. I think we just absolutely used for the Ghost Ford Mustang. Oh no! Not very good as well. Not very good as possibly as well. Because Who's someone just playing Genshin Impact for just a little bit, for just not going to keep my internet connection not very okay for this one. Because if who just playing Genshin Impact resulting to getting lost of my connection, this is the Chevy Impala. And we're gonna be remember this some kind of cars and remember the last time, and the Dodge Charger Ghost as well. And the next one will be Dale Earnhardt 1990 as this one vehicle goes. Make sure this vehicle is gonna load out and completely loads completely, perfectly and properly itself. I just spawned the 1990 Ghost Petty car, and the next one is IMSA Super Modified, which is an historic Indy car. Looks like an Indy car. It's not an Indy car. It's not a Formula 1 car. It's a sprint car. What exactly we have to do like this. The Aero 88 Ghost Chevy, which is not the good Aero Chevy car as well, because that looks like Dale Earnhardt. And because of this was absolutely to look like this, the Aero 88 Ghost Buick. Oh no, that wasn't very good as much. And because playing Genshin Impact for a little bit of much time could might result for a lost connection, let's regain about this part. And all about the sudden, looks like it's a good idea that you're using a Buick, with a Ghost requires for Game Pass. And another is Aero 88 Ghost Pontiac. And because if it does loads perfectly, it may be exactly how it is. Now let's start with a Ghost War Chevy, which is completely black. Now it's a completely magenta, looks like a Buick. Pontiac looks like a light cyan. Looks like this, as absolutely and always. Looks like Richard Petty. Next is Aero 88 Ghost Oldsmobile. And looks like it's absolutely gone to look. And we just absolutely respawned to spawn. Looks like this is an Oldsmobile 88, which is perfectly blue, almost perfect. And the last one is the Aero 88 Ghost Thunderbird, which is an absolutely pretty insane, but looks green. You can't able to drive with some cars with Game Pass. If you just wanted to drive some Game Pass, the Game Pass wasn't available for this much, and because some of these cars went gone off sale. And some of these old Game Pass cars were a limited time to drive with these other cars. So absolutely, that should put myself that I just spawned for a 2020 Jeff Gordon for just look like this. That should not able to return here inside of this one. And because I just absolutely wanted to drive some other vehicles, like I say, let's get inside of this one vehicle and drive upon of us. So if I just gonna be doing like it's gonna be work, and this car just might backfire itself. You remember this vehicle might able to get backfire himself? I'm pretty sure this is absolutely going so well and reaching up into 199 miles per hour to 200 miles per hour as well. So it looks like I'm not pretty sure about this vehicle to go around for 300 miles an hour. And yeah, I cannot able to see some other kinds of wheels, but looks like we're gonna be came up into some other miles per hour mileage. Will be gonna be extremely high, up to 200 miles per hour, and that is the end of this video. But looks like I have to return it first before we're gonna be end here at once. As I look up into the straight like it's only one thing, this is gonna be a little bit crazy. I must going to other kinds of tracks. Before it does gonna be work, maybe you leave a like and subscribe and click the bell. Unless this car might be able to get despawned or not. So if you enjoy about this, all of the Game Pass we never bought here for this one, I just absolutely missed them. They aren't available. But looks like some other Ghost pack was absolutely even one, and another one, the Sprint car pack, was even off sale, or another one for absolutely off sale for this one. So make sure you leave a like and subscribe and click the bell. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna be see you into our next video, because I won't be absolutely satisfied and being surprised as well. Yes, I mean this is gonna be going inside of here. So we have 2 available passes right here before it's going to gone off sale for this time. We got ghost cars and super modified ISMA. So if I just gonna be clicking around for this too, the first thing is you can't afford for this one, and because of this, if I just gonna be liking for the ghost cars, even it's absolutely gonna be for description, spooky, scary cars, includes all years of cars. Wait a second, it's absolutely pretty such a good idea. So let's get right back into the store. That is the ISMA Super Modified, and because a beast of over racing machinery, the Super Modified can outrun a NASCAR Cup car at almost not any track as well. It's not using for a super speedway. It's just absolutely gonna be liking this thing or dislike this one. So that is all that I have for today, and which is I absolutely possibly that I'm gonna be working through this out. So I'm gonna be talking to you guys all later, and if we're gonna be saying cheers, or maybe I just gonna be playing it once again before I just might able to test it out. No, I don't want to drive some Game Pass car.